You're catching us, of course, right here on the CALMC network, and we're going to just go ahead and kind of wind down our weekend, maybe, and recap a little bit of this week, and maybe talk a little bit about what's going to happen next week. So, I'm your host, Chris Leslie, and that's what we are going to do. And the first thing we're going to do is, whether you know it or not, the show is, whoa, that was a little weird. This show's, centers a lot around karaoke. And so what we're going to do is going to go to our karaoke site, and we are going to listen to some of the artists who commented on our recordings, and we'll give them some feedback as well. So we'll get to listen to some of those performances. And the first artist we get to hear, or the first member we get to hear, is Allie, and we will hear her now. All the way from Pennsylvania. And I think this is our first time listening to her. So it's nice to meet a new friend here. Alright, enjoy your listen.
See my baby, I get weak in the knees. Ain't nothing shaking but the leaf on the trees. Why must he be such a doggone tease? Ain't nothing shaking but the leaves on the trees. He's got a way that makes me act like a fool. He spends my money, then he treats me cool. I'm begging for his kisses on my bended knees. Give me some loving, baby, please, please, please. But I'll keep trying till I make him mine. Someday the wind will blow, the sun will shine. Until the day you put my heart at ease. It ain't nothing shaking but the leaves on the trees. She locked my heart and threw away the key. Ain't nothing shaking but the leaves on the trees. Yeah. Got a way that makes me act like a fool. He spends my money, then he treats me cool. I'm begging for his kisses on my bended knees. Give me some loving, baby, please, please, please. But I'll keep trying till I make him mine. Someday the wind will blow, the sun's gonna shine. Until that day he'll put my heart at ease. Ain't nothing shaking but the leaves on the trees. My daddy told me there'd be times like these. Ain't nothing shaking but the leaves on the trees. Ain't nothing shaking but the leaves on the trees.
Alright, that was Allie. Very nice performance. We'll give her a comment and see what the next comment on our profile had to say. Bad typing never goes away. Alright. That was Allie from Pennsylvania. So, for those of you new to the show, we are kind of a hybrid of shows. We do a little bit of talk, we do lot of singing, and we do some sports and whatever else floats our boat. And we're still kind of just establishing the channel. Eventually we're going to hopefully get some more shows and kind of get a little bit of a different variety programming going on. But as I mentioned, this is kind of the early stages of things, so I'm kind of taking things on myself and doing the best I can with my shows and the amount of time that I broadcast, and seeing what I can accomplish, and then building upon it from there. The one thing about this show is we're very audience friendly and interactive with our audience. We use a chat feature, and so anytime you want to chime in, have your voice heard, just let us know and we'll communicate with you. So that's kind of a fun thing. And we're just kind of right now keeping it low-key on a Sunday night. It's been a long week, and recapping kind of the week in review, what happened, and kind of looking forward to the upcoming week, which is almost here. So hopefully everyone's had a good weekend, restful weekend, fun weekend, adventurous weekend, whatever it is that you were in search of. I hope you found it. I'll tell you, this weekend's been a wild ride for us. We'll start off with probably last week. And we'll start off from what, Monday? As best as we can remember. I think Monday was there was some sort of a broadcast, if I recall, and it probably had something to do with Monday Night Football, and probably had something to do with karaoke, a little bit of each. Right now it's a little bit of a blur in my head, so I don't know. But I know that Tuesdays, for the last couple weeks, we've been doing the kind of fantasy football recap, because, you know, there's the Monday night game on Monday, and so then Tuesday's kind of the good day to be able to know what happened in all the games, and you can kind of rehash and that sort of thing. And so I play in a fantasy football league, and so, you know, I kind of incorporate that. That's the basis for the show, is the league that I'm in, because, you know, players are players, so anyone who's in a league will be able to relate to that show. So, you know, I think that's kind of fun, and it's kind of fun to just talk about our league. I think actually, since I've been doing it, it's made me better at the fantasy football, I would guess, because I've just been a little bit sharper, and let's just say more on top of situations and more apt to make better decisions since I've been delving more into it than in the past. So that's kind of fun. So we did that on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we got a little bit of time in for some broadcasting. And it was primarily some karaoke, because last week was a pretty long, hard, and difficult week. It just one of those weeks where you feel like you just went through the mill. And so by the time the opportunity came around, whenever it did, to, you know, do the broadcast here on the channel, that was almost like a therapeutic sanctuary from the rest of the day. And now we're going to listen to the next performer, and I don't believe we've heard her before either. She commented on one of our songs, and let's see. Yeah, well, let's take a listen. Her name is Annabella122, so enjoy. thing's taking a little while to buffer, so I apologize for that. So it happens sometimes. And then, you know, in the midst of everything that's happening as far as, you know, the karaoke and whatnot, it is a special time on the website where we sing karaoke, Sing Snap. It's the Rocktober Challenge, and it's kind of an opportunity to earn some credentials on the site, and it's fun, and there's a lot of cool stuff going on, so it's kind of a whirlwind. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a bit. And once this performance gets going. Doesn't seem to want to, but don't worry, I've had experience with all sorts of computer stuff this weekend too, so that's been funny. This thing's almost buffered, so you're in luck. But it's been a while since I was broadcasting on a regular basis, so that's a bit of an adjustment, and I feel like that's going well as far as getting back into the swing of things and getting used to it. The goal is to kind of just get a nice solid pattern and a format established, get some kind of some consistency, and all these things come with time, and it's going to be a process, kind of a step-by-step work in progress, so we just have to kind of go at the best pace that we can and achieve what we can achieve when we can achieve it, and enjoy the opportunity, which I think is a good way to describe what we're doing now, and here it is. So this is an odd situation. This thing looks like it's buffered. There you go. There you go. MOV002.
The stage is bare, the crowds are gone, the love we shared still lingers on. We sang and played, and we loved and cried. And in our fumbling way, we tried to say what only hearts can know, and all too soon we had to go. But now, here in this darkened room, just empty seats, there's just me and you. It was easy to call you Lord when 1,000 voices sang your praise. But there's no one here to hear me now. So hear me now. Be near me now. The stage is bare, the crowds are gone. Lord, now's the time. I need your song to give me joy and certainty. When no one else is watching.
performance by, oh boy, you're going to really expose my flaws. Bear with me one moment. Oh boy. My memory is a little fried right now. And I'm going to scroll up so that I can see the artist here. Annabella 122, of course. Very nice performance. I'm still not familiar with it, but she obviously has a very nice voice. So let's take a little check and see where she hails from. In the USA, and has 439 public recordings. Very good, very good. Well, we're glad to have met her acquaintance here on site, and it's always nice to get some feedback from the other people and meet people and get to hear some new good songs. This is a pretty cool, whoops, C-A-Z. Sorry. There we go. You can tell I'm a little ring weary, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so it's pretty fun, and I had some other thoughts I wanted to share about the challenge. That's a lot of fun. There's thus far been about 3 weeks altogether, and there's one more week, which is next week, final week of the challenge, and so I'll be excited and happy to successfully complete that. The first week of the challenge was to sing one of the challenge songs, and then also fashion your own sort of instrument and demonstrate how to play it. That was pretty fun. And then the second week was a little more elaborate or complex, because there was a kind of a pre-registration earlier in the week, and you just had to pick a color. Didn't say why, so that would be revealed later. And those turned out to indicate emotions. And so your challenge for that was to sing a particular song from the list that conveyed a particular emotion, and then you had to portray that emotion as well. So some people had anger, some people had sadness, some people had happiness. Yeah, I had sadness, so I had this really cheesy crying. It was pretty funny. And then last week was a persona. Well, no, it was more than that. Sorry, it's auditioning for a band to be the lead singer. And so your job was to first of all pick one of the songs, and then create some sort of persona that would make you a desirable candidate to be the lead singer of the band, and you had to, of course, demonstrate that. And so that was fun, trying to come up with that. And then one only knows what we will see next week. And then kind of outside of the broadcast, sometime like in the middle of the week, I lost my phone. Just random freak type of occurrence. It wasn't anything, I don't know, it's just one of those weird situations. I wore, that was on a Thursday, now, because I wore like a suit to school, because there was this a panel, kind of like a panel of like different employers, and it was a really kind of a big event, so I wanted to look nice. And I wore this suit that I'm not used to wearing very often, and somehow or other, while I was waiting for one of my buses, my phone fell out of my pocket, and I didn't realize it until I was somewhere where we were separated from each other. And so I have not yet been able to track that thing down, so it's made things a little bit more complex as far as my life is concerned, and trying to keep up on things and so forth. And there's some deadlines with assignments and stuff. So yeah, it's been a long week, and I think there was a lot of other like appointments and just busy. So kind of glad to get that week over with, to be honest with you. Okay, that was our last entertainer. And then this is one of our favorite singers on this site. She left us a lot of nice comments. Her name is MOV002, but I think she goes by Vivi Jane, because that's what everybody says on her thing, and she actually says it. So we'll take a stop by her her profile and see how she's doing, what she's been up to as far as recordings lately. And it looks like her latest is what, on the 22nd, so pretty recent. So I'm eager to hear this. She's a very talented singer. You won't be disappointed. It'll be coming momentarily. As I said. Oh, there's two of them. Duh. Got it. Get it. I got it. There we go. I was confused for a minute. I was a little confused when I first started hearing that song, because I was thinking of the female version of that duet, and so at first we heard the male, like, what, who, and then I forgot, because they do duets, and they're really good, but it was just, it's been a while, so it took my mind a second or two to kind of adjust. But that was a couple of the better singers on Sing Snap. Well, I mean, there's a lot of honestly talented singers on Sing Snap. It's pretty unbelievable. And so yeah, you'll get to see what I'm talking about as you hear these different entertainers perform. And it's cool. Alright, so we've made that comment, so and I'm going to check on something here. Yeah. Okay, so right now might be a nice time to take a short break, and when we come back we'll continue on with our recap, and you know, as we look ahead into next week, which is rapidly upon us. So you are tuned into the CALX network, and this is the Sunday recap, the Chris Leslie Show. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back. That was a short break, and I apologize for the incessant typing, but I've got to keep up on trying to get correspondences for the show established and those sorts of things. And the other thing that I've been doing that I forgot about and I don't know why, but sometimes I just get these ideas to do these projects and that for no rhyme nor reason. And one of them was when the site that I like to sing karaoke on, they have a lot of different artists, and this was like not last Sunday, but the Sunday before. For some reason, I was singing a Red Hot Chili Peppers song, and I really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I was just like, I decided, oh, I'm gonna just sing every single song that Sing Snap has of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm gonna make a playlist of it and just sing it, every single one. And I'm gonna do it in one day, which was really asinine because it didn't happen in one day. It took actually like a week and like 4 days to get it fully completed, and you know, it's debatable how good it is, but I'm gonna maybe as good as I'm capable of providing. So that was another thing, is getting, you know, obsessed with wanting to finish the project that I was working on, which was a playlist. That was done, and then the challenge preparations, and then the challenge itself, and then keeping up with schoolwork and all those sorts of things. It was just like, wow. Oh yeah, there was some appointment too, but anyways, you get the drift. It was a busy week. Some of the things that you know, we're trying to establish on this show, also beside, I mean, on the channel, and part of the network, to get, you know, different people and programming and that sort of thing. I mean, those things take time, because you don't just magically find these people on trees and then, you know, they don't fall into your lap typically. So it's a process, and one person, you know, doing all these things, it's a bit of a well, it's not a struggle, it's just a lot of work. And so I'm kind of just, you know, keeping a plan as to what we should be trying to achieve, and kind of going over it with you. One thing is, you know, we're establishing our format, which we're starting to do. The other thing is kind of developing a little bit of just a routine as far as to getting in touch with us and becoming part of our show, and that sort of thing. Which that takes time too, and it's like cultivating all these different things, and you have to kind of try things, see how they work. You know, it's exciting. Just to give you a brief little bit of background on me, my first experience with broadcasting was actually working at a radio station. I got hired kind of as a fluke, and fell into a job. Well, fell into an on-air spot through luck and hard work, and through that job and the rare opportunity that I had, I got to kind of get a very what you would call an accelerated education. So that, you know, what I learned in like a year, I don't know, but the guys who had been in the business for a long time told me it was a lot, and that a lot of people didn't learn that in more time than that. But what I noticed from someone who didn't have any prior experience in radio or broadcasting to really gauge it against, I felt like that it was the first time in my life that I was actually in a position where I was actually required to use my creative skills to try and generate new ideas, to try new things, to test ideas, to do all those sorts of things. And then that was something that I never really had quite contemplated before, but there's not a lot of people in any area of life that actually get in a position where that they have that opportunity. And it's a really cool opportunity, because it is almost like a retraining of your brain, and it kind of triggers it into thinking in a different way, which it's cool, because it's like you identify things and you see them sooner, and you come up with these just outrageous ideas that you would have never thought you could have prior to it. And so it's a really wonderful experience. Unfortunately, the station that I worked for was a standalone independent station, and they were fledgling economically, and still are. And me being in the position that I was the least amount of seniority and whatnot. So I ended up getting laid off, and I'm back up here now in Washington, trying to kind of just reestablish myself, get myself kind of back in the groove, so to speak, and doing the educational thing and whatnot for as far as careers are concerned. But at least as far as I'm concerned, I have to have some sort of pursuit that I can be passionate about, and that really motivates me and that I enjoy. And right now, this is the thing that provides me with that, the best of the options that are available. And so that's kind of where we're going with this. And then also, somewhere in there, this is a very vague rendition of my story, got into creating artwork. So that was another project that I took on sometime last week, and I was trying to display this collection I call the Recovery Collection, and it's like 71 pieces. And I was trying to like showcase it on the show, but what I realized is that you can't really show art on the internet. It just doesn't work very well, because you can't really appreciate it fully, and it's like I learned that lesson. So that is going to be one of those back to the drawing board type situations as far as like what to do about that collection, because I really enjoyed the process of like creating it and stuff, and I think it has some merit, and I want it somewhere. And so I'm not giving up on trying to get it somewhere. I need someone who has a better idea or understanding of how to do that than me. And so I think once I find someone that's interested in maybe giving that a shot, that I'll leave it up to them. And so that's kind of where that is. And then I also would like to start painting, because in the process of creating that collection, there was it's just kind of like the next step of what I want to do. And I have actually some paints and some canvases that I haven't touched yet, and so one of these days it would be nice to do that. What are we looking at here? Oh, this is mine. Jeez. Okay. Wow, I was like, huh? How did we suddenly get like a recording here? Someone was commenting on a recording we did earlier, so I get it. Okay, let's see what her recordings are. This is always a good one, and this is her most recent, so we will play it for you right now. And this is Mahadoha, I think. I don't know. I might not be pronouncing it right, so forgive me if that's the case. It's coming your way right now.
I took a job in the city, working for the man of the night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. But critics keep on turning round, and we keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. And I know the pain and melted. My down to the river. Bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, cause you have no money. People on the river are happy to give, but credits keep on turning. Strawberry keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling, 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 rolling on the river.
Damn, that was good. That was great. I liked that performance quite a bit. She had a great voice. I'm just going to spell it. M-A-J-A, Mahadujaha. Mahadujaha, I don't know, man. M-A-J-A-D-O-J-A-J-A. However you spell it, she sings. Okay. And I almost detect a little bit of like a French-Canadian accent. So let's go check the profile here and see where she's from. Doesn't say. But great entertainer. I enjoyed that listen. That's a good song. Okay, go back to community. Sorry. I'm just talking to myself. I tend to do that sometimes. Okay, and then we go here to this. Yeah. There you go. Okay. This is taking a little bit. There you go. I don't know what happened there, but maybe I didn't fully click the button. We got a good comment from Georgia Peach Marie. She's a great singer. I remember her voice on our performance. So it sounds fabulous. That was awesome. Way to rock. Okay, have we seen her entry yet? Let's see. I know we have. I thought we had. Maybe we haven't. Alright, well, we're going to hear it now. Oh, this is a video too.
Hi, I'm Marie. I'm a librarian. I secretly want to be a rock star.
I have not seen this one. Honestly, I'll say that.
My signature moves. Did you see it? We'll see it again?
Sure.
People are talking about people. I hear them whisper. You won't believe that they were us. Kept on the covers. I just ignore, but they keep saying we laugh just a little too loud. We stand just a little too close. We stand just a little too long. Maybe they're singing something we don't love, and let's give them something to talk about. A little something to talk about. Let's get them something to talk about. How about love? I feel so foolish, I never noticed. You got so nervous. Could you be far
you every day, dreaming about you every night. I'm hoping that you feel the same way. Now that we know it, let's really show it, darling. Let's give them something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love, love, love? Let's give them something to talk about, baby. A little mystery to figure out. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? Yeah. Let's give them something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out. Yeah. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? Woo!
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. How about love, love, love? Yeah, yeah.
Breathtaking performance.
Rock on.
Honestly, good God, that was amazing. You just heard it. I saw the video too, and she had a magnificent presence on camera. It's hard to explain, but some people have it. And she had the camera thing going on. Like, she was like just, wow, that was awesome. I gotta give that some hype. Boom. Boom. We got a twat on about it. That was good. I don't care who gets it, how, I don't care if it gets me in trouble. Alright. Oh, gotta log in for this BS. BS a boo-boo. Okay. Don't keep me signed in. Mind your own business. Sorry, I'm talking to these sites. Okay. Wow. And you know what? I gotta put it on our playlist. I really do if I have that option. Let's see. For this site allows you to create playlists, and I have like the best performances. And now we're on all the way up to like volume 3. And tell you what, that's gotta go on there. But man, how many comments did she have? It's just like already gotten a lot of response. Cause what? 7 pages worth of comments. No kidding. I'm serious. So it's not just me. Okay. My favorite sing-stand performances, volume 3. Added. Okay, it's there. Okay, so yeah, I just want to look at here. Hold on.
I'm Marie.
Stop. That librarian thing is just, oh boy. 136 comments and 213 views. This was recorded October 21st, so that was like 2 days ago. This is just unreal. I mean, that's like, wow. That's a lot. And the general rule is if you're getting, I think it's 50% or better of comments versus your views, that you're doing pretty well. And let's see, 136 is more than 50% of 213. I know that, but that's just like quite a few views in such a short time span. Very nice. Okay, back to it. Boy, flabbergasted. Alright, comments, right? Wait. Community, there we go. I'm getting a brain melt. There we go. Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh boy, stop this right now. We'll be right back.